how do you spot a soft enter? Can you tell one of these sly son of a gun that's just in there losing you the game, but always saying, "Don't worry, guys, it's winnable. It's still got a chance."
Yeah.
Like, what are the telltale signs?
Honestly, whenever junglers mainly for me.
Okay,
I'm
so
a
you know
top
how to
player.
spot a jungler.
I know how to spot a jungler.
Yeah.
I ping, I just look at how they're challenger master tier players. I'm expecting them to know how waves work.
Mm-hmm.
So I ping early, expecting them to come for a dive, get ready for to dive once the wave hits, we go for the dive. I just know right away with how they play before the wave hits or after the wave hits that they're it's auto lost or not,
Okay, so if they're planning their route around your wave,
yeah,
it's not an inter.
Or if they fail the dive, sometimes you lose your fingers or something, you fail the dive. So
which one's worse, failing the dive or not even recognizing that it's a dive possible?
Not recognizing that there's if you fail the dive, that's fine. At least they're it's a good dive to go for.
Okay,
but you shouldn't fail the dive. If it's it's just impossible to fail dives. I feel like if it's you have the right champions for it.
Okay, so not knowing how to play around your lanes and waves and fingers, not so much. What about you, Saber? Any signs of a soft inter? Because for me, positive attitude is usually as hard as it is to say. If they're constantly saying we can win this, I'm thinking you don't want to win this.
They have the smiley face at the end.
Yeah,
we could win this guy, smiley face. And then you actively start 4v5s with all the waves.
I had a Kha'Zix that was 4, 12, and 4. Sorry guys, I've never played this worse. You're not gonna believe me. This is actually the worst game I've ever had in my life. It's been 10 years and this is the worst one. Who would have thought?
Dude, when you get that 4 games in a row, I'm just dude, I've heard this so many times. Come on, I just want to win.
So what's a soft enter in the bot lane look like then?
Oh, they just
soft inting support, actually. Let's be even more specific. Your support is soft inting.
It's actually, I don't think it happens as often. But
it's easy for Saber to answer this because he's the soft inter.
No.
Yeah, I'm the soft inter. I think Kaylin every game, but it's if they get upset in lane, they don't soft int it. They just like leave you, and they'll still play the game. They just go to other lanes, right? And then when their roams fail, then they start running it down. But I feel like there's always some kind of hope in the ball lane. I just see soft inters like junglers, I think, where they've completely given up and they start running it down, just forcing things to happen, and then everyone knows it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Or they're just power farming.
They try so hard to make these game-winning plays, and then they fail, and then they just type, "Don't worry, guys, we can still win." And then that's
yeah.
That's when
Oh man, poor junglers. They're the easiest inters to spot.
Yeah,
right, it's so hard to spot any other role, right? Because
I feel like other soft inters, it just happens in champ select, right? You just pick Makai support or something.
Yeah. Is that not worse?
Huh?
Is that not worse?
Well, they're both pretty bad, I'd say. There's no worse. It's you're gonna lose the game anyways.
Right. Now, is there a limit in deaths that a person should have? What's the maximum deaths a game should really warrant? That you're okay, it was a tough game, but I still kept it under this number. What's that number?
I don't think there is a number. There is this one game.
I think I have a number. I've got.
Oh, you have a number?
I got a number.
I've got a few numbers.
I think I'm gonna have a number too.
Yeah, what's your number?
I think more than 5 deaths.
That's exactly what I was thinking. 5 is too much.
Yeah, I think, dude, dying 5 times is a lot. Dude.
Yeah, it's a lot already.
It's not a joke, It's a lot.
If it was a really tough game, you're okay, 5 is okay. I think if it was a medium game, 3 is max. But then anything less, you're good to go.
Yeah,
anything above 5 is too much. Saber, is 5 too little?
I'm surprised. Yeah, 5 is too little. I think no. I've seen games where this is one game in Korea where this jungler immediately gave up, sold all his items, and he just started running it down, right? And then he started trolling, buying AP items like Spooky Ghost and GOP, and he would activate these items at 0 and 20, and we would catch people. And I'm he's still useful, right? Wow. He's literally hinting, but we're winning still.
Did you win that game?
Yeah, we won the game. He actually once we stole Baron, he sold all his AP items, bought AD, and then we started losing. 'Cause he wasn't useful, right? He
Dude,
didn't have.
you
like,
just
the
witnessed a
choice.
man go through an identity crisis and back in
Wow.
one game.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I feel like, let's say you're getting like camped top, right? And you literally can't play the game. Sometimes don't you have like more than 5 deaths? Because I feel like for ADC, once you start dying once, it's downhill
Well,
from there. You
I
like
know
can't
my
play.
limit, like sometimes I die one time, I get ganked, happens. I TP back, I get ganked again right away. He's just waiting in the same bush, still in that bush. I die again. I'm like, that's it. I don't want to die anymore. So I just run bot. I try to look for a quick play and then I just go top. If it doesn't work, if
So
I die during that quick play,
You know how to stop the bleeding. Right? He
Yeah.
sees it. He's like, okay, I've been wounded. If I keep going, it's gonna get worse.
I don't know if I know how to stop the bleeding, but I know how to stop bleeding in my own lane.
Okay. Well said. Yes. Not knowing how to stop the bleeding for other lanes. Is it possible to do that? Like to stop somebody else from inting?
Yeah, if I know my lane's doomed, like my lane is just over.
Yeah.
And my bot lane, let's say they're even or like behind in CS, or like I know they're like won't carry the game, I should just like make a play for them, Since our jungler, like, he'll, if I die twice, our jungler's AFK.
So you just help him out, right?
help
See
him out.
see if you can help the team out.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
ultimate strategy to get the mental
Gotta
back
be
in
useful
check.
somehow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.